Hello, guys. Blessed be. It's High Priestess Jamila. So, I wanted to come real quick and show you guys how to utilize your repelling attraction dolls. Now, first of all, where spirit has been inspiring me is to start calling these dolls the Gemini dolls, okay? Now, if my chart was predominantly Libra or if my chart was predominantly Aquarius, I would probably call them something different. But since my chart, myself personally, is filled with Gemini. I was born on the cusp of Gemini. My Mercury my Mercury is in Gemini. My Lilith is in Gemini. I've got like a couple of placements of Gemini. And so that's where it kind of inspired me to go with this, okay? So let's talk about what these dolls do. The black doll repels, okay? Things away from you that you don't need to use, okay? That are not useful to you. The yellow doll attracts and empowers. So let's talk about Geminis, okay? Let's talk about why Geminis, Geminis are hated on just like the Cancer. A lot. Geminis are hated on. However, Geminis are pretty amazing. And as all Mercurian people, but the one thing about the Gemini is that the reason why Geminis can sometimes even get away with murder is because Geminis have this mysterious, uncanny power to keep their shield up. They have an innate ability to repel and attract what they want, no matter what. So that's why I was thinking about calling these the Gemini dolls. So as you guys can see, in the initial video that I showed of these dolls on my channel, in the initial video, they were separated. It's a new moon. Of course, I am always getting information, inspiration, communication from my spirit guides. And so basically what they wanted me to do was to tie these dolls together back to back. And they wanted me to do some meditation and to feed them and to do some work with them. And so this is what we're doing. And so this is what I want to show you first of all. Okay, this is the north over this way. This is the east over this way. This is the south over here. And then this is the west. And so I wanted the heads to be facing west because for me, west is associated with water, with cleansing. And that pretty much is important, in particular during new moons, okay? It's a phenomenal time of doing that, okay? Now, if you guys notice, for this particular doll, the black doll's head is much larger than the yellow. And I think that the reason why is because the way that this black doll manifested, and you see how I'm being very, very loving to these dolls, because we do not hate the black doll. This black doll is still a representation of self, okay? And it's a representation of yourself that is asserting yourself to say, hey, I do not want this, right? In my life, in my spirit, in my aura. I do not want this energy, okay? Because a lot of people think, oh, just transmute and all energy is good energy, and that's actually not true. Okay. Some of the energies that we are encountering are actually unusable. Okay. So a lot of those power words were used in that black doll, but the head is larger. And the reason why I think it manifested that way is because the persons, because this is for more than one person, the persons were like it's like a lot of negative information that is not needed and is actually very harmful, that is on the heads and the crowns of these people. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and do a new moon ritual. And this particular tea light over here, which this could be a 7-day candle as well. And it probably will be, okay, if needed. More than likely, yes. And so this one is the repelling one, okay? And you can see that this one is more so located down by the trunk. And then this one is the attraction one, which is more so in the area, like in the midsection of the yellow doll, okay, which is the solar plexus, the heart. And, you know, so the petition has a lot of amazing things written on it. And so this is how you utilize these dolls to heal, to manifest whatever it is that you need to manifest. So I wanted to show that real quick for those of you that haven't decided to place orders, or either you're thinking about it. This would be the way to go, because what Spirit has been talking about me for the longest is our auric shields have been broken, cracked, fragmented. Some people have no shield at all. That is where things can get really bad really quickly. These dolls will also be excellent for if you have a, let's say, a significant other, or if you have a toxic twin flame, a toxic twin. You can't help who your twin is sometimes, but you can definitely help them. Because you know, unless your twin is a danger, you know, is because I've seen twin flames battling each other. You know, you still want to do as much as you can to neutralize the situation. Normally, when I am charging my dolls, I'll have a petition underneath it with my alchemy symbols and then other like rune symbols and things of that nature. However, the alchemy symbols, the rune symbols are, it's fine the way that it is right now. We have a dark moon. This is perfect, okay? I want you guys to really understand the importance of this. And so we only needed 2 candles because that's what we're doing. We are repelling and attracting. And then also, if I wanted to add or needed to add a 3rd or 4th candle, it would be for rebuilding the aura. And if I feel the need to do that, then I probably will. The dolls are actually, this one is facing the north. The feet are facing the northeast and kind of cat a corner to where they're more so facing the north. And then this would be the west over here, the west, southwest, okay? All right, so that is what I wanted to show you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I would love to meet with you guys and consult about these dolls. And make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, happy new moon. Blessings. Bye.